Hello, it is time for another week in our fourth grade class. Welcome. If you're new to my channel, my name is Marily Sanchez and I'm a fourth grade teacher in South Florida. Today is Monday, September 18th, 2023. It is week 6 of the 2023-2024 school year. And I'm coming to you way at the end of the day. So this morning I had my block 1, and as soon as they came in, they had a Smart Start activity, which was a reading passage that was a little bit of a continuation from the shared read passage that we read last time, which was the talent show. So this one is showing what happens during the talent show for our 2 characters, and they had to answer 4 questions. After that, it was iReady diagnostic time. That's right. We had the FAST PM1 assessment. FAST stands for Florida Assessment for Student Thinking. We had it 2 weeks ago, and now it's time for our diagnostic, our first iReady diagnostic of the year. So they got about halfway through the test today, and hopefully they'll finish tomorrow or Wednesday. I'm going to try to squeeze it in tomorrow just to kind of get the students done, and that way my co-teacher can test them on math. So that was basically our morning, and then in the afternoon, well, not really the afternoon because our lunch is so early, 10:35 is our lunch. We got back to the classroom at around 11:15 with my block 2 class. And as soon as they came in, I gave them their computers so that they can work on the iReady diagnostic themselves. They also got halfway, and then at the end of the day, we finished by going over an story elements graphic organizer that I had left for them to do when I wasn't here, when I was sick. So let me give you a rundown of those assignments from today. This is the passage that my students were reading. It's showtime. So after they read it, they went to the back and discussed the problem, explained how they solved it, and what happens after Tina and Mara solve the problem, and then they connected it to the essential question, how Tina helps Mara, and then give details to support their answer, how someone's actions affect someone else. And for block 2, my ELL class, this is the story elements graphic organizer that I reviewed with them to make sure that they completed it correctly. So we looked for the main characters in the story, the setting, which is the when and the where, the conflict, the main events in the beginning, middle, and end, and then how the conflict was solved. That's the gist of today, and before I leave, I'm going to print the homework for my ESOL group because I didn't have it ready, and I told them I'll give it to them first thing tomorrow morning so they can have a little bit of class time to work on it, and that way I can review with them. I can translate it for most of the class since they speak Spanish, and pretty much explain to them what they are expected to do since they are reading a passage and they have to complete a graphic organizer on central idea and relevant details. I also purchased something that I wanted to share with you. I got a custom neon sign for this beautiful corner here, which is one of our flexible sitting spots that you may have seen from my classroom setup videos. So I need to move this poster a little bit down because I want to put this neon sign right above the poster. But I also need to buy an extension cord, and I need to figure out exactly how I want it to be placed there. So it's the Minecraft Cafe, and it's really bright when it's on. I won't show you right now, but I will show you hopefully later this week once I get the extension cord, once I figure out how to anchor it to the wall so it's hanging right above that poster. It's gonna be really great. I kind of showed it to the students and they were very excited. So that is all that I have to share for today, Monday. I will see you tomorrow. Hello everyone, it is now Tuesday. I'm actually coming to you during my planning time because I want to show you what I'm doing. This is something that I didn't get to do during my classroom setup videos for this school year. Let's face it, there's a lot of different things I didn't get to do during my classroom setup that I'm slowly trying to get done. The good thing is Monday is a teacher planning day, so I hope to be here the entire day trying to catch up on all those little things. But since I have 15 minutes before I have to pick up the kids from PE, I wanted to show you. So as you may remember, I have this header bulletin board right here that I had some yellow letters that I created myself and I cut out. I haven't put them up yet. So I went ahead and I set them up. So what I did is I laid them down on my desk the right way up. So this is mined. And then I put painter's tape over them so they are spaced correctly. So mind crafting in progress. And I kind of laid it out here so I kind of have an idea how they're going to be placed on the header bulletin board. So I'm gonna try to put you on a tripod and see if we can put these up right now before the kids come back. So let's see how this all turns out. Hopefully I don't have to adjust it too many times and it looks very nice. The final product looks amazing. I really love it. I am coming to you now at the end of the day. It's been way after the end of the day. I've been waiting in my room mostly because I had an appointment through video appointment at 4 and right now it is 5 and traffic has been horrendous. Basically, they're doing a big construction project that's going to take like 2 years. There's only one street into my school and one street out, so they're trying to expand the lanes. Right now it's a 4-lane highway with 2 lanes on each side, but they want to expand it to 6 lanes, 3 lanes on each side. What they ended up doing this morning though was closing down all the lanes except for one going in and one going out, and it was a nightmare for everyone coming into school this morning and also leaving. So right now 5 is when I actually see the road outside of my window pretty clear. Before it was a parking lot, just cars standing, moving very, very slowly. So it is ready to go and I will be leaving as soon as I finish this clip. Today, I wanted to say, other than getting that done, my students were finishing their I-ready assessment. So one class is pretty much completely done except for one student that was absent. My block 1, which I start with them tomorrow, I have about 5 students that haven't finished yet. And hopefully most of them will finish tomorrow. I do have 2 students that are out. One will be out for the rest of the week, so she won't even get to do her I-ready diagnostic till next week. And one is sick, so I don't even know if he's coming tomorrow. But little by little, we're getting it done. So tomorrow we'll be back to our regular instruction. And that's pretty much all that we did. I did, with my block 2 this morning, spend some time with their homework, just going over what it was expected and translating most of it for them in Spanish, since the majority speak Spanish, and just letting them know the skills that I want them to focus on, especially when it comes to finding the central idea, relevant details, and using that to write a summary. All right, so that is all that I have for today, Tuesday. Wish me luck on this traffic going home. Today is also my nephew's birthday, so happy birthday, Alex. He is turning 15 today. Wow, I am actually going to see him on my way home. I'm going to pick up my mom and we're going to go sing happy birthday to him. So I'll see you tomorrow. We are now at the end of the day, Wednesday, just getting ready to head on out since I've been here for a while, mostly because after school I noticed there was a long line of traffic outside my window and it didn't clear for another hour and a half or so. But I've been working here and getting some things done by creating them on the computer, printing them out, which I'll show you, and hopefully by Monday all these things will be put up in the classroom somewhere. But I wanted to give you an update on today. So we started the day with my block 1, my homeroom, and with them we started with their Smart Start. Their Smart Start was a response to reading on Experts Incorporated, and I kind of gave them a frame, which I'll show you in a moment, to help them craft their answer, since it's one of the first ones that I'm having them do on their own that I want to give a grade to. So we worked on a couple of things with that, and then we read Speaking Out Against Bullying, or Speaking Out to Stop Bullying, which was our period selection. Tomorrow they'll be taking their Wonders test, so I wanted to make sure we discuss that passage thoroughly, and we discuss author's claim, which again I tied it back to writing, since we're also writing an argumentative where they have to state their claim. So we did that, and then it was time for lunch. My afternoon block 2 came. It's not really afternoon, but I call it afternoon, you know. So they went ahead and they got started with finishing, or actually not finishing, because we did finish our story elements graphic organizer yesterday, but we were going over how to write a summary for a story using Somebody Wanted But So Then. So we used that. I showed them 2 videos that the ELL department, the bilingual department, provides for us to teach these skills to the students. And then after that, they went ahead and created or completed a Somebody Wanted But So Then graphic organizer on the talent show. Then I went ahead and gave them a writing frame so that they can complete on the talent show. And I gave them the word bank on the computer. So that's a lot of talking with not showing you much. So let me go ahead and show you all of those. So here is our daily slide for Wednesday. This was our agenda. And actually this is for my block 2. I kind of moved it around, but this is the word bank that I left for them so that they could complete that shared read writing frame. And I'll show you how that looks in a moment. And I did start to help them out with a couple of them that we did together. And then the rest I wanted them to do on their own. This is the Smart Start assignment that my homeroom had. So this is the question right here. What can we learn from Rodney? And of course, their book gives them some sentence starters. And I used that to create this frame to help them, you know, complete their complete answer, which is in the form of a paragraph. Again, topic, sentence, answer, which is elaboration, evidence, and then a closing sentence. So that was their Smart Start assignment, I should say, for my homeroom. And this is, of course, going over the unit that we have been working on that they're completing a test on tomorrow. And our genre, again, going over the story arc, idioms, and a little summary of what we have learned from each reading that we did. So this was the read aloud. This was our shared read. And with my gifted class, we did all of the readings. For my ESOL class, because they're ESOL level 1s and 2s, they are only focusing on this one, which is the talent show. And then with my gifted class, we went over Experts Incorporated and Speaking Out to Stop Bullying, which was the paired selection. And with that, we went over Author's Claim. So this is the writing frame right here. So as you can see, they would read it. And I did have them work with partners so that they can see which words best completed each of these sentences. There were a total of 19 blanks, and we had already done the summary, which I'll also show you. This is the graphic organizer that I created for the summarize. And here's a Somebody Wanted But So Then. And then they combine all of these sections to write the full summary down here. I'm so grateful that I have my color laser printer so I can print these for my students because color activates the brain. And this was the other things that my block 1, my gifted group, completed with the paired selection. So they worked on these 2 pages and we started working on this page, but we ran out of time. So I just left it blank and I had them tear out these pages along with the page where they responded to the reading so that it can get graded. Another thing that I did is I was creating the little cards for their desk that I'm going to put in these plastic pockets that are self-adhesive. So they have sticky back. I used them last year, which is why these desks have these sticky parts that I need to clear out. I did buy some glue gun. Hopefully I'll get it by tomorrow and I can start scraping those things out so that I can clean all the desks neatly and place these new pockets in with the cards of the team that they're in. So these are the different teams that I designed the cards. So we have the Diamond Scholars, and I did it singular because obviously it's going to go on one student's desk. So that means that they are a Diamond Scholar, but the whole team are Diamond Scholars. Then we have our Gold Achievers, our Iron Thinkers, and these are all Minecraft ores. Redstone Innovators. We have our Emerald Leaders, and finally our Lapis Dreamers. So those are the teams. I will laminate these, cut them out, and then put them in the pocket, and that will go on their desks so that everyone knows which team they're on. Another thing that I was designing, or actually tweaking the design of, because I did do it in the summer, was my little things that go around my mirror that's on my door so that it could be a positive affirmations mirror. And this is what I came up with. Minecraft diamonds, and Minecraft diamonds are so important. So this would be mining for positive affirmations. And these are the little diamonds that I created. They are 9 to a page, and there are 4 pages of these. So if you do the math, that is 36 different affirmations. And these are all, hi there, gonna go here on the side of the mirror. And I might put a sign at the top. And these are gonna get laminated. I'm gonna put a magnet adhesive dot on the back, and they'll go on this metal door so that my students can mine some positive affirmation diamonds. So that's what I've been working on, and that's where I'm gonna leave you. So I'll see you tomorrow. Welcome to the end of the day, Thursday. The students were just dismissed. I'm here in my classroom getting things ready before I leave. Just wanted to give you an update for today. So today was basically a testing day. Not iReady testing, but the regular reading assessment. So with my morning group, I had my block 2 this morning. They did do a Smart Start activity where I had them do a word search on the vocabulary words and complete 5 sentences to fit in the vocabulary word that best completed it. And then they did the scaffolded ELL reading assessment for the unit that we just finished. And then we finished our writing. And they just need to tweak it a little bit, maybe tomorrow. But with them, because they're my ESOL level 1s and 2s, I try to keep it simple, something like a little bit of a writing frame, because they are expected to write in English in April. If they write in any other language other than English, they do not get a score. They get a 0 or not scoreable because it has to be written in English. So this is the frame that I kind of gave to them. So this, of course, comes from our previous plan, which I had them just write their claim. This is their one body paragraph that supports that claim, and their conclusion, restating their claim and the most important idea why. So I had them rewrite that claim here as an introduction paragraph, and I let them know that where did we get these words from. Of course, we got them from the prompt right here so that they know how to use words from the prompt to help them write their introduction. I taught them a transition, a simple transition. The truth is, I will give them another list of simple transitions they can swap, and that way they're not using the same ones all the time. And I had them state that reason that they put in their bucket. So for this example, I chose they should build in flood zones. The truth is, it creates more jobs. And then I showed them how to get evidence and elaboration, because that is what I teach them for the body paragraph. Transition, reason, or idea if it's expository, evidence, elaboration, or it could be elaboration, evidence, but I'm trying to show them we have to mention the source, what the source says that supports this, and say in our own words, this means that. I show them this so that it can lead them into elaboration. This means that, and how it connects to their reason and how that supports their claim. And then I had them go into their conclusion. So as you can see, that's pretty much what we had done here to kind of show them a little bit so that they can get started, at least still get a little bit of writing done. And I'm trying to keep it simple for them. And here it is. I wrote it on the board, the tree. So transition, reason / idea, evidence, elaboration, or elaboration, evidence. Now I do teach them to write as many E's as they need to fully explain their reason and how it connects back to the topic. And this is the paragraph that I wrote on the board for the opposing claim. So the truth is, hurricanes cause a lot of damage. This is for people should not build in flood zones. In source 2, the author says that hurricanes are a part of life in Florida. This means that there are a lot of hurricanes. If we build in flood zones, houses will get flooded, and oh my goodness. You know, mistakes happen. Mistakes are proof we are learning, kids. So, and there will be a lot of damage. And that is okay. Because I teach my students, hey, I am not perfect. I make mistakes, and it's okay for you to call me out on it, and I'll let them know tomorrow for that. So that is what I did with my block 2, my ESOL group. With my block 1, after lunch, they just got started in their Performance Matters, their Wonders Unit 1, weeks 3 and 4 test. And that's pretty much what they worked on for the entire day. I still have a few students that need to finish tomorrow. And with them, I was trying to model how to write the short response in their test because I need them to know my expectations and I need them to meet them. So this is what I modeled for them. So for this particular one, they had to explain how the conflict of the story contributes to the plot and support their answers. So I told them you need to restate the question. The conflict of the story contributes to the plot by, and then answer it, giving the characters a problem to solve. Then I need to support it with evidence from the passage. The conflict happened when Aaron found a turtle with a plastic bag around its neck. This event moved the plot forward by giving the characters a problem to solve. That's elaboration to my evidence. The conflict makes Uncle Peter and Aaron talk to the guide who helps the turtle. Evidence. In the story, the characters learn about the importance of keeping garbage out of the water. That's a little bit of elaboration to finish that. So I really need them to structure their responses in a way that contributes to the full response to this question. And I tell them this is also related to your writing because you have a topic sentence followed by evidence and elaboration, and you have a closing sentence. So that's where we left off, and I have a lot of writing to catch up with my block 1. I forgot to mention that this week I've been writing like little post-it notes to remind me what I need to do each day. So I've been meaning to show you what I haven't, so let me show you now. So these were the notes for Tuesday, and I had written what I wanted my block 2 to do, my block 1, since I started with them in the morning and them in the afternoon. And then this was for yesterday, my block 1, I started with them in the AM, and I had my block 2 in the PM. And these are my notes, which I just hang right there on the bottom of my screen, what I wanted to do today. I should also mention that on my Google Keep, I also have a checklist. I just like to check things off. I have my lesson plans, which I keep right by my computer, but I also have a picture of my lesson plans right there on the Google Keep. And these are my Monday through Friday lessons, or what I'm doing each day. As you can see, writing just didn't get done. So tomorrow, if I have time, that's what I'm going to focus on. But at least I can like check off and see what I need to work on. And notice that the colors in Google Keep are a little different. They did change the colors. They're a little bit more muted instead of bright like before, which I like the bright, but it's okay. So I had to change my title headings to match the new colors that Google Keep has. And I do have a video that I am planning to make on how I use Google Keep, how I create my headers, and that should be coming in the next maybe month or so. Maybe less than that, we'll see. I'm trying to catch up with where I am now in the school year, and once I get caught up to where I am, I'll try to post it like on a Wednesday so that I can share some ways that I'm using different technology tools to help me in the everyday classroom. All right, so that is all that I have to share for Thursday. I will see you tomorrow to close out the week. Hello friends, it's the end of the day, Friday, and I just made my first YouTube short showing exactly what I'm going to show you next. But we had a really good Friday. In my morning group, we did a lot of electronics or on the computers a lot because I had the students finish their tests. I also had some students that were working on their diagnostics still. In the afternoon, we were reviewing some vocabulary, and we had some fun with Word Wall online games so my students can practice vocabulary. And I did with them some newcomer cards so that they can say, hello, my name is, say their name, and then spell it using letters in English. So I had all the students do that so I can give them a speaking grade. And then we went over what we like and what we don't like, and I had them complete a word map, or I should say a cluster map or a bubble map about things that they like and things that they don't like. And then they finished the day off doing some Imagine Learning. But I've been kind of busy. One of the things that I did today during planning was print out my letters for my rules, my new rules. So I have a Minecraft font, and I copied this letter and I put it in the back, and I just make sure I filled it in as black so it creates this drop shadow for each letter. But if you notice, this is mine, M-I-N-E, and that will be for mine, respect. And then I also have craft kindness, and build success. So those will end up going up here, similar to where I had my rules last time. And yeah, it goes with the Minecraft theme. I'm hoping that on Monday I can laminate it, cut it out, put it up on the board up here above the board so that it's ready to go, and it's nice, you know, eye catcher to remind the students of our goals and our rules for working every day and being just good, you know, classmates to one another. So the thing that I did the YouTube short on, I got some glue gun and a plastic scraper, which is right here, so that I could remove the adhesive that has been left over from last year when I used my labels. As you may remember, I just made new teams, and I'm pretty sure I shared it in this video. So I made new team labels, and I want to put them inside of those same plastic pockets. And these are the pockets, and I got them from Amazon in a pack of 30. So I want to clean out the desk and make sure that on Monday when I come in for my teacher planning day, I can put the plastic, you know, sleeves on the desk, new, brand new, laminate the little team cards that I created and put them in so that the students know which team they're sitting. So I want to show you how easy this is. I sprayed some glue gun and it's been a couple minutes, so I'm going to use my scraper, and look how easily it just slides through, and I can just scrape off the adhesive. And after I scrape off the adhesive, I can just wipe it clean, first with a paper towel, and then I pass Lysol wipe over it so I can clean the desk a little more, since as you can see, they have pencil marks around. So here is my paper towel. I can easily scrape it clean, and then I can use a wipe to just clean the rest of it off. And yeah, what's left is basically the pencil mark that the students had drawn around where that label sticker was. And look, that's it. It's a nice clean desk, ready for me to put a new label next week. So I'm gonna go ahead and scrape off the rest of the desk and clean them off, and I will get back to you. Just finished taking all the adhesive off the desk and giving them a nice wipe clean, and check it out. They look so brand stinking new. And full transparency, I did get my sponge and some Dawn soap to just scrub the desk, since the glue gun, it's a bit oily, so I wanted to remove that residue. And yeah, all the desks are now ready to receive their new adhesive pouches next week, which I will definitely add to next week's vlog. On Monday, like I said, is a teacher planning day, and then I'll have 4 days of instruction with the students. And that is it for today, my dears. I will see you next week. If you enjoyed coming along with me, don't forget to hit the like button, leave a comment down below, let me know what you thought or any questions you may have. Also, if you haven't subscribed, please consider subscribing and hitting the bell for notifications so you don't miss any future videos. I hope you have a beautiful, magical day, and don't forget to smile.
Hello dreamers, wishers, and magical thinkers. Thank you so much for making it to the very end of this video and for showing your support. If you'd like to subscribe, you can do so by clicking on my picture down here. You can also check out my latest videos here and here. Don't forget to believe in the magic that's inside you, because you are capable of great things. See you next time.